Hey guys, so here I am again, and I want to let you know how PCOS was looking in my life. Well, I still have PCOS because, like I said, it's not curable. PCOS showed up in my life when I was 14 years old. I had a strand of hair coming out my face. My mom seen it, and ever since then, I've been plucking, right? But ever since then, I realized that my period, I didn't notice until I was about 18 years old that my period was extremely erratic. I don't recall 14 to 18. I remember my first period, which was very painful. Like it just stabbed me in my stomach. It was just like, whoa, where did that pain come from? And my period started coming. But I don't really recall how chaotic it was until I was about 18, right? So 18 to about 33-ish, um, my period has been erratic, you know what I mean? And always in the back of my mind, like I don't want cancer, right? I don't want no problems because with that uterine lining not shedding and stuff like that. Like the body is intricate. It's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? I think it's a very beautiful thing once you start taking care of it. So 18 to 33-ish, 34-ish, I've been dealing with irregular periods, crazy hirsutism. I mean, 5 o'clock shadow on deck. I could pluck yesterday and come back with a stubble the next day because of the foods that I was eating. Processed food, rice. I'm from New York, so bacon, egg, and cheese was on deck. Chopped cheese sandwiches. Go to the bodega. Let me get You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I was eating crazy. Chicken spot, crazy. Give me a chicken, a spicy chicken sandwich with coleslaw and french fries and a soda, and I was getting busy, and then I would hit the sack and go to sleep. You know what I mean? Eat till my belly is full. 2 to 3 meals a day. It was crazy. You know what I mean? Looking back at it, it was like you didn't know any better. You know what I mean? I didn't really start getting into my health, like really start getting into it until I became a nurse. I'm a licensed practical nurse. I've been a licensed practical nurse for 4 years. I just really started paying attention to my body about 3 years ago once I stopped eating meat. So before I go into me stopping the meat, let me go into how I was trying to alleviate my symptoms with PCOS before I stopped eating meat. So 18 to 30, I was on birth control pills. Um, I was on birth control pills until I was from about 20 something, 22, because I realized I wasn't getting pregnant with the guy that I was with at that moment. I was wondering, like, why am I not getting pregnant? But I never went to the doctor to find out why I wasn't getting pregnant. I just was starting to look up this. I was starting to look up, why do I have hirsutism? Why do I have irregular periods and stuff like that? Until one day I did go to the doctor, and I think that was just for like a regular checkup, because with nursing you need physicals and all this type of stuff. So I was like, okay, no problem. And he came back to me. He was like, I think you have PCOS, and I think he was really excited, like to hit the jackpot on something. But I already knew what the vibes was, you know what I mean? So he put me on birth control. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture and post it right here. Let me write that down. Yeah, let me write that down. Birth control pick. Um, yeah, birth control picture. So yeah, I would go to the doctor, the hospital, to get the birth control, and they would give me like a little paper bag of about 6 months worth, and it was the dial one, and take it on this day, take these on that day, and da 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 da. Wash, rinse, and repeat. And I would get my period, and I was thinking that everything was okay. But then in the back of my mind, it was like, I'm taking these pills and I can't get pregnant. Not that I was trying to get pregnant, but if I continue on these pills, there's a possibility that I will never ever be able to get pregnant. So with that thought, at 28 years old, before I cut into 28, let me go back a little bit. I stopped the birth control pills, and no, I was still wait, let me backtrack. At one point, I was just going to the doctor, and he was giving me progesterone, right? Estrogen. And I would get a period like the first day of me taking that pill. And I need to figure out what progesterone is all about. So therefore, I'm going to research that and put that in another video. But as I'm going through just this, getting to know me on what my PCOS looks like and stuff like that, my battle with PCOS is bringing up old thoughts and stuff like that, something that I can explore that I'm pretty sure that a lot of people went through themselves. I know a lot of y'all went through a whole bunch of stuff, and I know a lot of y'all probably feel embarrassed that your body is not doing what it's supposed to do. A lot of our bodies is supposed to, reproduce. That's one of one of the six biological processes that our bodies are capable of doing. And being a woman, you want to be able to reproduce with no issues like everybody else. But no, you have a more sensitive body. Your body is sensitive, okay? And I feel like trauma and PCOS go hand in hand, because cortisol levels, I remember cortisol levels is always high in the morning. So therefore, if the cortisol levels is high in the morning and you never ever able to bring it down, your body's always in constant trigger mode. So therefore, your body's not ever going to be able to do what it needs to do in the relaxed state, because your body is never in that relaxed state. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, once you start getting your body into this, I'm going too far, but once you get your body in this relaxed state, your body is more capable of doing what it needs to do. So birth control, progesterone are two of the things that I use to alleviate irregular periods. But then when I was about 28 years old, walking down the street, and it was like, stop taking birth control pills, right? That was like clear as hell. Like, it was just like clear. Stop taking birth control pills. And I stopped, and funny enough, I got pregnant, and it ended up in a miscarriage, but I got pregnant probably like 2 months after taking the birth control pill. So therefore, the body can do what it needs to do as long as you do what the body needs you to do, right? So at that point, the reason I got pregnant is because I started incorporating little things. I started going to the gym. I started lowering my lowering my carbohydrate intake, processed food intake. I started cooking a little bit more, lemon water in the morning, bowel movements on a regular basis, and I tried to incorporate that, but then life got in the way, right? Life got in the way. I had to move, and and this is the main reason why a lot of times I would fall off of my my regimen for PCOS or whatever I'm trying to heal and stuff like that, is because life starts getting in the way. But this time around, we're not having that, okay? We're not having that at all. So I'm trying to have my videos at 10 minutes long. So if I'm talking too fast, I do apologize about that. But I just want to get as much information in as possible. And I also want you to just get to know me, okay? If you're not listening, listen faster, okay? You're just not listening fast enough, as my man 50 Cent said. You know what I mean? There you go. You're not listening fast enough. So therefore, where was I? I changed my diet and everything like that, and I had a miscarriage after that pregnancy. And when I went to the doctor and told him that I had gotten pregnant, he was the one that gave me progesterone. He was really surprised, because I made changes. Like, you can make changes, you know what I mean? You can make changes so that you can get pregnant. Excuse me. PCOS has been a part of my life forever, and I put this in another video saying that I'm happy to have PCOS. One, for many reasons. One, that I don't have to deal with baby daddy drama, right? Baby daddy drama. That's one thing that I don't think I could personally deal with, and God knows to the extent that I would go if some man would be like, oh, that's not my baby, we're gonna fight. That's besides the point. But PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome, where there is a bunch of symptoms, right? A bunch of symptoms that are just happening in your body due to an an excess of hormones in your body. There's hormones floating all throughout your body and stuff like that. I am sorry that I'm a little mumble jumble. I'm doing this off the top of my dome. So let me go back. After I stopped taking birth control's pill, maybe I'll block that out. After I stopped taking out, after I stopped taking birth control pills, I got pregnant, and then my life, went left and right sometimes, and I would start and stop and start and stop and start and stop. I start going to the gym, I start doing this and that. But then by 33, no, 32, 33, around that time, I start getting this emotion that I need to stop eating meat. And I will go to the what's this called, the supermarket. And when I go to the supermarket, the smell of flesh just really turned me off, right? So that was my indication that it's like something is needed to stop right now. But I love jerk chicken. I love jerk chicken. You know what I mean? I'm half Jamaican, half Belize, all American, and I love jerk chicken. You know what I mean? So therefore, it was kind of hard. It was like a slow movement towards it until 2021. I said to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna stop. The smell of it, the nudge to stop, all of that is for a reason, right? And then I stopped. May 21st, 2021, I stopped eating meat completely, right? I do dibble and dabble in cheese. I do dibble and dabble maybe in a little milky substance and stuff like that, but I do not overdo it. Why? Because I know my body is going to, my body's like, you want to play with me? you don't think I'll come back? You know what I mean? So I tried to stay on track with everything that I'm doing. If I'm eating like I had a salad earlier, if I'm eating vegetables and green smoothies and flax seeds. Flax seeds is very important when you have PCOS, okay? That is going to clean the intestines. It's going to help you have more bowel movements. It's going to help you lower your cholesterol, because PCOS is a gateway for cardiovascular disease. You know what I mean? It's a gateway for all of those things, and if you don't know what PCOS is all about, I'm here to let you know that it's not just about reproductive health. It's not just about reproductive health and you having a baby. Your body, if you want to have a baby and you have PCOS, your body needs to be in unison. Your body needs to be working in unison, okay? The 6 biological processes, which is nutrition, transportation, metabolism, the way your body breaks down the nutrients and all that type of stuff, respiration, you bringing in air, deep breathing, stretching, opening up your womb and your hips and everything, bringing oxygen into your womb and stuff like that, treating your womb like it's a princess. You understand me? PCOS is teaching you how to love yourself if you look at it that way. You have this disorder because you need to start loving yourself. Especially if you have trauma, you need to start loving yourself, okay? PCOS wants you to start loving yourself, start looking at your trauma, start getting serious with yourself, getting honest with yourself, and loving yourself. That's what PCOS is all about, okay? And reproduction and excretion. Excretion is very important when it comes to PCOS, because you want to get all of those hormones out that was, broken down overnight. When your body goes to sleep, your body, when you go to sleep, your body is working double time. Throughout the day, you think it's working. At nighttime, it's working, okay? Your body is a machine, and you need to treat it as a princess, okay? Your body is doing things right now that you don't even have no clue that it's doing. Okay, so I want you to understand that PCOS is not just a reproductive thing, and this is what I want you to start. I think this is what I want our channel to go forward on. It's not just reproductive, it's the whole body, because let's think about it. The endocrine system is important for the hormones. So if there's an excess of hormones out there, guess what? There's an excess of hormones in your bodies that hasn't been broken down, just floating around in your body. And if you're not excreting, all of that shit is backed up. All of that shit is backed up. So that's why you get in the beard. That's why you have the irregular periods. That's why you have the cardiovascular problems. That's why you're pre-diabetic, because this shit is not coming out. All that shit that you're eating is not coming out. It's time for a detox if you want to start fresh. You understand what I'm saying? So PCOS is not just a hormonal. It's a hormonal imbalance, yes, but it's affecting everything in your body. outside of the ovaries. Okay, the ovaries is putting in work too. Everything is putting in work too. So you need to understand what PCOS is all about in order to heal it. So I hope I answered all those questions. So since I stopped eating meat, I don't know if I said this before, but I lost about 60 pounds. I'm not extremely skinny, as you can see on my channel. I've always been a big woman, but I lost about 60 pounds. And bloating has gone down, hypertension has gone down, relaxation has gone down. I have slow mornings. There's nothing in my morning that I'm doing besides just existing in the morning. My spirit is coming back to me in the morning. Okay, I'm taking my time in the morning. Okay, I don't like working early in the morning, so therefore I don't work early in the morning. I take my time because sometimes my it just needs time to do what it needs to do. You know what I mean? Stretch and all that type of stuff, and relax and just woosah. You know what I mean? Wherever your spirit just went overnight, it is coming back, but it needs time to to settle back in. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in stuff like that, it needs time to settle back in, and therefore you need to start taking better care of your body. Take time with your body. You only get one. You only get one, okay? So therefore, I want to leave you with this note, and I'm always going to leave you with this note. This is my motto for PCOS. PCOS cannot win. PCOS cannot prevail, because I look at it as like a super villain. PCOS is a super villain. You understand me? PCOS cannot prevail when self-love is in the building. When you love yourself, PCOS cannot prevail. Okay, so moving forward, please continue to look out for me. If you have any questions down below, this is a safe haven. Please be respectful. Please be respectful to me, because I don't play that. Okay, I don't play that. I don't play that. I don't play that.